Don't you ever wear these damn things no more. Hold on, I got 3 things, man. Hold on, let me rub. Let me plug, whoa, blah, blah, blah. Oh, man. Take 'em off there,
And welcome back, guys, for yet another match. It's one of the last matches of the weekend in Mania Long Note Tournament number 3, round of 32. This is the second week of the tournament, not counting qualifiers, which we did not stream, by the way, so it's basically the second week. Anyways, for us. I am back. I'm Patraj. I'll be commentating this time with Dynascape. How's it going?
Good, Patraj. Nice to see you in the commentary booth with me. Always a pleasure. Here we have Walmart's warm-up. He's a big fan of this video. If you do know him, definitely one of those meme warm-ups. A lot of rice, not really a lot of LNs. So, I mean, there's always the always interesting to see the meme warm-ups come out.
Yeah, you gotta respect them. Just kind of a creativity outlet, and it's very important to let those creativity outlet exist. It might be useful for some mapper experimentation as well.
Oh, definitely. And I mean, if it gives you a slight power boost for the match coming up, then I mean, by all means, go for it.
Yeah, the power boost might not even be in very obvious fashion. Like, it might just be something as subtle as letting the nerves out. Just getting some memes and to really kind of set aside the serious aspect of the tournament. Just kind of get the stakes down a little bit, maybe.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, both players very, very familiar with tournament nerves as well. Or in Walmart, at least I know that they both participated in Mania, as well as some other tournaments along the way. So I mean, they're no strangers to the pressure.
Yeah, absolutely. I think both of those players are definitely like veterans of the tournament scene as a whole. Like, not even counting Mania lately. It's countless, many tournaments. I mean, Soft 6, Soft 5. I think both of those players actually participated in those tournaments, and many counting. And I actually kind of know both of those players. Like, Auraah has been a mainstay in the French community as one of the best French players, I guess, of all time. And Walmart, very physical player in the first place, but also has been proven to be very, very proficient in all skill sets involved.
Oh yeah, Walmart definitely a very good up-and-comer. Came from 40M3 out at the group stage, but along the way picked up a couple of other tournaments and skill boosted a lot in the process. You can see here, I mean, it is his warm-up, but he did very well on it compared to Auraah. Though I guess, you know, stamina and such is always a factor, so Auraah might be just saving that energy.
Yeah, we were mentioning mapper creativity. Walmart went for his own map. Auraah is also going for his own map in the warm-ups, as we're gonna see here. And that's gonna be a little bit more of a serious map, I feel like. That's gonna be more of maybe something closer to this run. Maybe something a little bit... Nah, I was gonna say easier, but it's 5.35 SR.
Yeah, still definitely on the more difficult side as to what you would see in this round at least.
Yeah, or actually not a stranger to long note mapping. I think there are some of his maps in LN Dance, actually, funnily enough. Like, that was some of his old maps, and that kind of goes to show how long Auraah has been a name in the tournament. Oh my god, those trills!
Yeah, and now that you mention him being just a staple for so long, it's actually interesting to see that they did participate in the first edition of this tournament and got all the way into the semifinals until losing to Mifa.
Oh wow, that's also another old name.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Wow, epic song choice, epic LN gaps as well going into this drop. But yeah, basically the matchup is probably not gonna be black and white as we see here. Like as we mentioned, Walmart is very physical, so this pick is very much comfortable with him. But in regards to the actual map pool, I think there's a lot more finesse that is required.
Definitely, and just getting into the stats, Auraah is the higher seed, seed 10, Walmart is seed 23rd, and Auraah had a very, very good spread throughout qualifiers, doing best in the density, getting 8th place, and Walmart falling just a bit behind on pretty much every other skill set, around the mid-20s for each of those for the qualifiers. So it'll be interesting to see, because we're not at that point where the difficulty is comparable to qualifiers, but we're getting there. So early game AC is still the name of the game, I feel.
Yeah, absolutely. In terms of physicality, this is not something that you're gonna see in round 32. This is just a warm-up. Walmart potentially winning this pick is not gonna mean anything in the actual match, I don't think. Especially if those lacrima trills.
Oh yeah, back to the trills. Wow, just to end it off. Very, very good.
Yeah, I definitely feel like if Walmart actually makes it out of early game and goes into late game, it's gonna be a force to reckon. Definitely not gonna be wanting to match them in the either in the winners bracket or in the losers bracket. Definitely something to be reckoned. Anyways, going into the rolls, 84 versus 68. At least you won the rolls, mate.
Just a bit of a call out to you, I guess.
Yeah, it's just basically yelling. And he was basically in a disadvantaged position, but I don't trust it. Like, yeah, you know, just trust in yourself, mate. It's gonna be a good time. Anyways, taking all seconds, so let's Walmart protect first, and then going down.
Alright, gonna go ahead and protect me and you. That is going to be wildcard 1. Pretty, yeah.
Very popular pick in general. And I feel like that's the go-to pick for physical players. Like, that's 180 BPM, that has like jump stream, long notes in the ending, and in general it's just a very consistency testing in a physical way.
Yeah, and I also think Walmart is saying that it is the only song he knows. I believe that's because Team Momentum did map this and they are quite good friends. Auraah will go out with the Coordination 1 Protect in Mario Paint, so we are gonna get to hear this song.
Yeah, potentially, if not protecting for bluffing purposes. We have seen some players doing that before. But I feel like Auraah is banking more on the slow release accuracy aspect of the map pool compared to the physical part of the map pool.
And I definitely feel like that map in general was very divided when it came to opinions on it. I remember during the map pool showcase, a lot of people in the chat were saying that they would just outright ban that map. With Walmart banning Future Raver and Auraah going for the ban on Tech 1, quite cat go kill.
Yeah, just ban the Owas, just ban the Uwus. We're not having that today. We're not having that this hour at least. And Walmart literally rolling for the picks. That's one strategy that you can go for. Just kind of as a tester, if you don't know what to open with, might as well get some more information about your opening.
Yeah, and Walmart going with the very debatable strategy of not letting your opponent know your next move, not even yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. Just going for chaos, just chaotic neutral aspect. Maybe even chaotic evil, should I say. Yeah, full RNG tournament for me, as stated. It's probably definitely chaotic evil going into this 600 BPM pick. No, that's not 600 BPMs, just map that way for the time signatures.
Yeah, and it's interesting to note, density being Walmart's pick, at least in qualifiers, Walmart did score the lowest compared to the other skill sets, getting a 29th, or this actually being his best skill set qualifier wise, getting in 8th place as I said before. But starting off, we do see Walmart quite comfortable with these weird timings.
Yeah, in terms of error, I feel like both of the players are actually on the same kind of ratio, but Auraah is actually dropping a lot more 200 compared to Walmart right now.
Yeah, just chopped a bit on the releases pretty early on. However, Auraah will find himself climbing back up around Walmart's mark of 99.8. So definitely a lot of map left to gain ground on because there is about 2/3 of the map left.
Yeah, it seems like Auraah definitely just needed like just about 1500 combo to actually catch up and settle themselves in this in the mood, in a better general mood in terms of ratio than Walmart. Like in the beginning, we saw that Auraah was kind of erratic in terms of judgment, dropping some 200s here and there, but here the stability is definitely coming into play.
Yeah, and it seems like, I mean, he found his footing very well already, tied with Walmart essentially. Just needed that little first couple of 100 notes, and it's gonna get really, really close as we get into the last fourth of the map.
I don't even want to say anything. Walmart maybe have dropped a 200 that is going to be crucial in the way to catching up in the very few last notes of the map. That is a very, very close first point.
Wow, and there's nothing else left for Walmart to gain ground on. That is going to be Auraah with a 994.5. Amazing score by him. Only 2 greats compared to Walmart's 4, and just kicking it off at the end, turning on the boosters, even beating Walmart in MA as well.
Yeah, that is actually gonna be a first breakpoint. That was actually Walmart's first rolled uh, pick, as a reminder. So that is definitely gonna be setting Auraah in a vantage position, going for Auraah's first pick afterwards, and maybe going for something more releasey.
Yeah, and protecting something such as Mario Paint in Coordination 1 makes you wonder if Auraah does want to go into his other maps in the coordination pool, such as Pop Culture or Synchronica Airline. And he will go for Synchronica Airline, just as I say that.
Mm. Such a chill song, such a chill map as well. Well, not exactly chill. Like some of the shields are very, very chokeable. Like it's definitely not a walk in the park, but the music definitely helps you settle in.
Yeah, you mentioned the shields and also the staggers as well. As you said before, or probably wants to pick something more release heavy, and this is just the pick for him. There is a lot to drop accuracy on.
And we're gonna see how that plan pans out, because if that doesn't work for Auraah, maybe Auraah should go towards the one of the wild cards actually.
Yeah, or maybe even the density. If you did win that point on density 1, it's not a bad idea to go into density 2 or 3 as well.
Yeah, just gotta hope for a couple of 200s on Walmart's side, or maybe even a miss.
Yep, and there's that's definitely a good plan as well, because seeing how the first pick turned out, or it did beat Walmart in terms of both MA and grade counts. So
yeah,
I mean,
not by much.
Looking at, oh yeah, even just looking at it now, Auraah is up by the slightest of margins.
Ready?
Yeah, just staring each other in the eyes, just eyes on the road right now.
And you really gotta focus here, as you see, Tigers are coming out. Oh, Walmart taking a bit of a hit on the accuracy, dropping down to 99.7. That's gonna help Auraah with his lead, but again, it's just not by much.
Yeah, you cannot help but cringe at some of those 200s, because it is what matters in this battle. It is down to the 200 count. Oh no, that's another one!
Yeah.
No!
Walmart jumping under the 99.7, a couple of greats to boot. Auraah holding strong at a 99.8. He is feeling himself on this map. We'll take a 200 on that break, but still.
Yeah, like the breaks are the most common parts to catch some 200s, especially like with those awkward stagger releases. And at this tempo, it's like definitely easy to lose focus.
Yeah, last quarter of the map.
Ready?
And just a mirrored course / Ki. Walmart just trying to maintain the 99.6, just aiming, waiting for something to happen on our side.
We are gonna need to see a couple drops from Auraah in this last section, however, doesn't seem so, and Auraah going to take his point as well to double up and set the tone at a 2-0.
Oh
Wow,
my
one
God,
grade!
that is a clean run. That is a clean run. Like, it was... I think Auraah is perfectly able to V1 double S this, but 1-200 is absolutely impressive in this type of matchup. Very, very useful in the picks to come.
Yeah, in a match setting, just almost V1 SSing and showing your dominance over your opponent is such a boon to have. Walmart gonna go ahead and pick his protect with wildcard 1 to Momentum's map of me and you.
Yeah. I do wonder if Ting is also joining us right now. Once again, I feel like this map has been picked at every single match. I feel like for this round of 32, this has come to be one of the quintessential picks in like physical versus finesse matchups.
Oh yeah, there's it being a wildcard pick, definitely a good mix of things, but I think the most notable thing is kind of those LN streamy sections, especially towards the end. So hopefully we don't see any breaks in those points.
As we wait for the accuracies to stabilize, Walmart does have a little bit of an advantage. You gotta wonder if it's not song choice advantage.
Yeah, the, the mapper buff, definitely something to take note of. This song is very interesting though, because Me and You is already a like Nightcore remix of an R&B song. So seeing another edit placed onto it is kind of comedic.
Yeah, it's kind of a how many layers can you go type of deal. But we see both of the players actually dropping and trading 200s one after another, and Auraah actually is susceptible to more 200s in those speedy releases.
Yeah, getting into a slight inverse section. Both of them doing quite well. I do see a couple of 200s from both sides. However, at the end of the section, Walmart is going to take a slight lead.
Yeah, it's the tiniest of margin, however, and both of the players are actually going into a tie into this next to last section. Actually, Auraah catching a 200 to leave some breathing room to Walmart right now, but it is back to a tie, of course.
Oh man, and it feels like that's just been kind of the story throughout this whole match. These players have been so very close in accuracy the entire time. It really just ends up being one or two sections that makes one of them trip up. So hopefully Walmart can find a point in his pick as we get into this last kind of streamy section.
Yeah, I feel like, oh my god. No. I was gonna say, like, the last section was gonna be advantages to Walmart because of the sheer, like, snappiness and speediness of it. But no, not with this combo break, no.
That is not what you want to see. And I mentioned, you know, in this last streamy section, a break is not what you want to see. Auraah is gonna take yet another break point.
Walmart would not have gotten this point, actually.
Yeah.
Like, it is quite close, actually, in terms of judgments. Very close in terms of judgments, in terms of 200s, especially in terms of ratio, more or less. So it's definitely a very close matchup, all things considered.
Yep, falling just short of Auraah's score yet again. Auraah is gonna go up 3-0, and it is his pick to boot. So he'll go for coordination 1, his protect, Mario Paint.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting to see how this protect in particular pans out. If it goes anything like Synchronica Airline, maybe even getting a V1SS on this, this is a good chance to take another point, maybe going to a 4-0 situation. Very good situation for Auraah.
And I'd have to imagine it being his protect. This is something that, you know, he is very comfortable on, probably top score in practice, so expecting a really good accuracy score out of Auraah, honestly.
Yeah, absolutely, but it is also kind of dangerous because the snappiness of it and the simplicity of the snaps overall kind of makes this a pick that Walmart can actually afford, even given the slowness of it.
Yeah, just by nature, it being a coordination pick, you are kind of playing with fire. Wow, Auraah with quite a bit of an early drop in accuracy, took a 200.
Yeah, we're just waiting for the accuracies to settle down, and Walmart is slowly dripping down some accuracy, going down from 99.9 to 99.8 and now to 99.7, going below Auraah in terms of overall accuracy. But that is not the end of the game. Walmart definitely has the potential to strike in this pick. Oh my god, every single time it looks like Walmart is catching up. Walmart just has to catch some 200s and just fall down. It's just kind of like climbing a very big staircase and just kind of tripping every once in a while. That is not something you want to do. That is kind of hurting.
Yeah, definitely. Walmart just finding a couple of late releases every time, as you mentioned.
No!
And is gonna find a break to boot. Wow, really solidifying
that's...
Auraah's lead. You are gonna need to see it paid in return on Auraah's side for anything to happen. However, I mean, with how it's been throughout the match, it doesn't seem likely.
Oh, jeez. Like, Auraah, throughout this match, has been the body of consistency right now. Like, look at Auraah's stability right now. Like, right up to 99.85. Like, it's a general trend for Auraah to be kind of going into a slow start and then stabilizing as he gets used to the maps more and more.
Yeah, I don't think Auraah has had one bad judgment this entire match, right?
Yeah, I guess the 200s, the two 200s were towards the beginning actually, and wow, this ratio is just something to reckon. That is a very justified protect.
Jeez, such a strong score, 995. Even without the misses, again, Walmart would not have stood a chance when it came to the, I mean, unstoppable force that Auraah is right now. And it is going to be Walmart's pick and potentially the final pick of the map, Garland Saga, trying to go into uncharted waters with a tech pick.
Yeah, absolutely. Uncharted territory is definitely what you want to go for in a 4-0 situation. Gonna try to get some blind angles from your opponent. And, yeah, also going for the country boost, stability, mapper from Canada.
Oh yes, or even saying that he did lose the stability in soft, so maybe the ghost of stability will help Walmart out in this map.
Yeah, you gotta. It also kind of makes you wonder where stability would have ended in this tournament in particular. I really would have loved to see stability in this tournament, but alas, it is not meant to be. So maybe the country boost is working for now. But remember, we're still at the beginning where Auraah is not quite stabilizing.
Definitely. Walmart has always seemed to do very well straight off the gate. However, a couple of late releases and his accuracy will drop. We will see a break out of Walmart. I'm so sorry, Walmart.
You gotta stop doing that.
Yeah, I really do. Auraah still hanging on quite strongly. A lot of late releases though, and a drop. I had to do it. I had to do it, Pasaraj. I had to.
That is a dirty drop. That is dropping right down from 99.7 to 99.5, and that is in the middle of the map. Oh, bro.
Wow.
Is that the beginning of a comeback from Walmart?
Possibly, yeah. Maybe a reverse sweep inbound. The broom's headed the other direction, and as we said, the Ghost of Stability is doing some work here.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe Auraah getting some flashbacks to the defeat from Stability.
The PTSD hitting Auraah hard.
Still some parts of the map to go through, but yeah, that combo break from Auraah definitely gonna be setting the point. Like, very dirty miss. We're gonna see how that translates into the judgments. Oh God!
Wow!
What?
One of each, collecting them all.
Wow, same 200 count actually, and Walmart actually getting a way better ratio this time on this pick compared to Auraah. That is uncharacteristic given the trend of this match so far.
Wow, and Auraah's going straight into Coordination 3. He knows what he wants, and it's been working so far. So, Mania on pop culture, and this is quite the long song. So.
Okay, gonna take a look at Wikipedia real quick, but in fact, Madion is French, so that is a that is a country pick once again.
I'm actually really glad you mentioned it. Yeah, Marion is French, so we are gonna see the turns tabled, and Auraah is gonna have a bit of a buff going into this. Wow, great start from Walmart. Has the auto on, finally dropping a 300. But, you know, as we've seen, Walmart has been so good when it comes to these early starts.
Yeah, I think in terms of potential, like Walmart is definitely up there. Like Walmart has the marks of a player who can actually strike some very high 99.9% accuracy scores. Definitely on his way there, but definitely susceptible to a fair amount of 200 shows and a lot of combo breaks so far in this match. But hopefully that doesn't happen in this one.
Yeah, already trying to wash away any kind of curse. You don't want any of that happening.
Already dropping some 200s here and there, especially in the breaks. Like I think it's especially the breaks that are kind of setting Walmart down. You definitely need to have some momentum, some dynamic, constant dynamic going on for Walmart.
Yeah, it just seems like whenever we get into these slower parts, these players are so tuned in that it is kind of off-putting for them, and they'll find themselves getting a couple of late releases, relaxing a bit too much.
Yeah, that's also why some people are like really good at stamina jump stream maps and kind of bad at technical ones.
Yeah, and as it stands, Auraah with a decent lead over Walmart halfway into this map as we get into this slower section of things.
Yeah, slow section. That means bad for Walmart.
Hopefully not.
Yeah, hopefully
because
not.
it is match point for Auraah, so.
Yeah, if Auraah gets this point, so this is a winners bracket match, I think. So Walmart is going into the losers bracket and it's gonna wreak havoc going from his performance in general and given his potential for later game picks.
Yeah, just checking the bracket real quick right now. The loser would go on to face Lolito.
Oh dear.
Yeah, and the winner of this match go on to face Paven, so that's very scary.
Yeah. Just paving the way towards victory here.
Yeah, as we round out the last couple of sections in this map, Walmart has seemed to find a bit of footing and also kind of close that gap between Auraah. I think Auraah did drop just a bit too many 300s, so a bit lower than 99.8. However, there's not a lot left.
Yeah, it would definitely come down to maybe 3 200s being dropped in the last few releases, but that's not likely to happen.
Yep, and closing out the map, Auraah will find himself once again with the MA and grade count slightly better than Walmart's. So that is going to be it for this match. Auraah is going to take it against Walmart 5-1.
Yeah, congratulations to Auraah and good luck to Walmart going into the losers bracket. Like this losers bracket has so many I guess players who you wouldn't expect to see in a round of 16 losers bracket. Like the bracket is also is almost complete for a round of 16, and we see names like Apples, JLI, Sudden Death, Anta Bekasi, well, Walmart now.
Yeah. Oh, it's just so scary to be in the losers bracket of the stacked tournament.
Yeah, and we have one last remaining match that we have to hope for a tiebreaker on. That is gonna be Mr. Moo versus MashedPotato. And that is gonna be 25 minutes from now at 19 UTC. Afterwards, we're gonna have the Maple Showcase at 22 UTC. So if you want to see how bad the round of 16 maps are gonna get, well, you don't want to miss this one.
Yep. But I believe that's going to be it for this stream. We're gonna take a short break before we get into the last match of the round.
Yes, see you later.